As usual, I'll start in a few minutes. I haven't decided what I want to paint yet. Maybe probably a statue, but we'll see. Well, let's just get started. Let's just start. How's the music volume? Feels kind of loud. Good. I'll try to rechat a little bit more today instead of the usual where I just like draw. If we turn down a tiny bit here, I'll turn the... Okay, turn it down a little bit. Where do I usually find my references? So Pinterest or Unsplash or Pixel, or there's a bunch of stock image sites, or you can just go outside. Just look at stuff around you. That's one way. I've been delaying my mentorship. I'll just randomly say things, whatever comes to mind. Unless anybody has a question. It's not a lion, no. What? Yeah, I'm drawing a statue. So I've been delaying my mentorship thing because I'm like, I finally have time to draw and I really want to draw, so hopefully nobody's too bothered by it, because I did say May, but then everything got too busy too quickly. So I'm like, if I want to have time to draw, I don't want to load up my schedule too much again immediately. Though with the in-person class, I'm kind of, unfortunately, I will have to teach some, and it's like there are some parts where I do enjoy like teaching and stuff, but like past a certain amount is like, oh, I kind of want to draw myself instead. What keywords do I mostly? I mean, depends on what I'm drawing. So if I'm drawing an ice cream machine, I use the keyword ice cream machine, right? Pretty straightforward. And if I want dark lighting, I just say dark light or something. Night photography, stuff like that. Pinterest still exists. Yes, Pinterest still exists. Remember me from Discord. Oh man, what's your Discord name? Sorry, but I talk to people a lot just because I have students and stuff. But you're from a long time ago, maybe. How's my day? It's okay. Yeah, my day is good. What inspired me to start digital painting? So when I was younger, uh, was the mentorship part of the class? No. So when I was younger, I watched anime. I mean, I still do, but when I first started watching anime, I think I had that, all the artists dreamed of moving to Japan, or a lot of artists dreamed of moving to Japan and working in an anime industry. I know, like now it sounds like a terrible idea, but that was me. Like I was like, oh, I want to do digital art, get really good, and then move to Japan. I still want to do the Japan thing, but probably not work there as an animator or anything at all, because Japan work culture is probably not very fun. 1 a.m. I live on the West Coast, so it's like 10:30 for you, 10:38 or whatever. Sketched server, okay. I think, man, I haven't been on that server for a while. What did we talk about? I'm terrible with names. Couldn't remember my brother-in-law's name for the longest time. Overworked employees, definitely. I also want to move to Asia some days, but stick to online work. Yeah, sticking to online work is great, at least in the current state of the world. But yeah, that's the dream. I'm not Japanese, but I know a little bit of the language, and I could probably pick it up fairly fast. I'm Chinese, so kanji is going to be a little bit easier for me if I just put some time in. I also have a few Japanese viewers sometimes. I think they would be on more at this time. You just asked me for tips and stuff. Oh man, I give out a lot of tips, but if you just message me, I'll find you. I'll remember. Practicing to use 24 color acrylic marker set. I am going to blow up. Okay, so I don't like acrylic that much, and I don't like markers that much. So I'm glad it's not me having to do that. You plan on doing some narrative work in the like comics? No. Well, I mean, no. Yeah, no. The answer is no. I like painting and illustration. A lot of people ask me like, okay, do you like ever gonna get into? It's like, oh, when are you gonna finally do animation? You know, because you draw a lot. Like animation is not a natural progression of painting, for example, or illustration. It's not like that's the end goal of painting, like moving pictures, right? So I think of it as the same way for comic. I mean, it's great that we have these larger collective work, but it's just my interest is in crafting single pieces of image to make it look nice, like certain aspects of it look nice. And I like lighting, which if you were to do storytelling, like yeah, sure, you can put a lot of work painting stuff, but or painting each frame, but really realistically all you care about is like, can I get the story across with a reasonable amount of work? I mean, there's like exceptions with craftsmanship, like Witch Hat Atelier, but like even then they can't just spend 4 hours on one panel. It's not realistic. Then they would never be able to finish their work. So that's why it's not really my interest to do that. Yeah, it's like I like fine art, so that's what I'm gonna be focused on. Chinese, totally can understand a lot of kanji because it's, yes. So yeah, a lot of kanji shares the same roots as the Chinese counterpart. Like literally, it's called kanji, right? Kanji isn't like Chinese. I don't know exactly the etymology, but Han is like Han in Chinese, and Han is one of the dynasties, right? If I remember correctly, in China. I'm not very good with history, but some things I remember. Are we going to get OC lore? So I do have some OC lore. I just never like flushed it out. And to be honest, I'm more than happy to just do scenes for the OC instead of having to really flush it out too much. Like I wouldn't feel like I guess there is some missed opportunities if I don't ever flush it out. But like if I were to spend time on doing that, then I would lose time on painting. Like opportunity cost, right? So let's see this one. So my goal is still just to get really good at drawing or painting instead of doing too much cross media type work. Did you ever feel your work is not good enough? Yeah, like right now? What do you mean? Jimbo Flow, hello. Can you release Maple? Now she is trapped for now. But I shall soon enough. I want to make more work relating to Maple, yeah, for sure. I do need to flush out the design a little bit. I did one painting recently for it, but it's not, it's not done. Nah, you guys are not ready for her, so it's okay. I have to wait. Okay, let's simplify a little bit. Yeah, I really want to draw. I really want to get better at drawing. So that's why I'm kind of holding off stuff like mentorship stuff and even advertising that I have a in-person studio. Like teaching is secondary to me. I think teaching is beneficial to some degree, but then if I go into full-time teaching or whatever, then then I don't get time to draw. So they say like, okay, if you teach, you actually learn the stuff better. Like, yeah, to some degree it is true. To a pretty big degree it is true. But you also have to consider how much time you now like dump into that, to the point where it will affect how much you can draw, and really a lot of the learning comes from applying the concepts. After you finish, then you feel something is missing. Yeah, all the time. What do you mean? Oh, you're so quick with proportions. I know what to look for. It helps when you know what to look for. And when I do teach mentorship, I teach that quite often. Like, that's one of the main things: efficiency and knowing what to look for. It's pretty important. For basics, it's pretty important. What do you want to get better at? What do you want to get better at drawing? Like, which element of drawing and painting I want to get better at? If you study art professionally, well, I mean, study art professionally. If you're studying art, then you're not really doing it professionally, unless you're a professional student. Oh my god, I just realized that troll comment is from Shin. What do I want to get better at drawing and painting? There are certain forms, certain aspects of form exaggeration that I want to get better at. Also like more control over composition and stuff like that. Nothing too technical. Nothing too technical, but hard to describe. There's an anime that I watched somewhat recently. It's called Prism Rondo, or Prism London. If any of you guys have seen it. Or heard of it, at least. Oh, and to answer your question, I just self-taught. I went to school for something completely unrelated, so it's nice. It's not really a problem. Oh yeah, so Shin is actually a student of my Raishin in the YouTube chat. And it looks like they're not locked in right now, so I get free lock-in credits whenever my students are not focused. I actually just I gain the focus points that they would have used, but don't. Yeah. It's not doxing. I didn't tell you to come in here. No, 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 it's okay. It's okay. Like I said, when you're ready to learn, I'm here. Just maybe give it a few years. Yeah. So there's an interesting line in Prison Rondo. It's like almost like meant as not almost, it was meant as an kind of an insult to one of the artists in there. It's not really a spoiler, but one of the lines was you draw like an art teacher. And I kind of get what they mean. The art teacher, mostly you teach techniques instead of like the art, right? So if you draw like an art teacher, it's almost like you are very technical, like you're technically good, but artistically it's not great, or like it's like not how do I put this? And nothing expressive about it, I guess. Nothing that's like out of the ordinary. Like, oh man. Like, it's not even like a robot. Like you can have all the techniques to be expressive, but because it's so there's like a dry and cut technique going on. Even if you were to apply it logically, it's only so much you can push. So, oh hey, oh lots of first time people. I'm not getting raided right now, right? Because last time I got raided by Vera and I forgot to check for a long time. Yeah, so anyway, what was I saying? The line from Prison Rondo, or Rondo Prison. I think it's Prison Rondo. It's like you draw like an art teacher. I'm like, yeah, I guess there's something's missing. Like, yeah, sure, I can teach, right? Like I can talk about all the concept, but if my own art is like lacking in some not teachable ways, like either personal experience or like there's no lack of impact, I guess, then yeah, I want to fix that. It is Prison Rondo. Okay, good. Someone confirmed. It's a very nice enemy, the feel. It's kind of a lackluster description, but don't want to give too much spoilers. Ooh, but look back though. Also, you know, just in the art related genre. I like look back. Draw look back. No, no, no. What I like about the look back is not the whole fan art thing. It's more like their depiction of like hard work and stuff. Yeah, even though Tatsumoto's kind of whack, but that's besides the point. Howdy. No. What the heck? I have not heard of that one before. Storytelling? Wait, what? What about storytelling? To go out. What? Wait. Oh, it's auto-translating something. I guess what I want to do is like draw something that, you know, when people look at it, either it doesn't have to be a complex emotion. It's not like, oh, every piece of art has to like be a expression of like a political ideal or something. No, not really. But I want to be able to draw pieces that are like technically and artistically impressive. Bedtime now. Good night. Like this approach is okay, but it's all pretty technical. I need to find more ways to exaggerate things I like. Hard to do in digital. Yeah, it is harder to do in digital actually. So the way I do it is like these brushes have shapes. This says there's Chinese in this brush. You guys see it? You guys read it? I'm not chronically online enough to understand that reference. Did you start from traditional or digital? Digital. Yeah, started from digital first. Jesus, how did I get it wrong twice? But I study a lot of people who draw traditional art, and like I try to pick up the technique and habits while I'm drawing digital. So a lot of the way I paint is similar to how a traditional approach would look like. Obviously, there's only some parallels. It's not like everything is the same. First of all, you don't have to mix colors, so there are some certain things that comes with color mixing that isn't present in the way I paint digitally. Try to mimic sometimes, but it's not a perfect interpretation. What do you personally consider to be artistically impressive? For example, well, I can name some artists: Danny Lai Lai, Gui's Kanlu. Those people are artistically impressive, right? At least to me. When I look at their art, I'm like, oh, whatever some things they did is cool. There's a few like more like on the concept artists, and they have cool concepts. Those are also artistically impressive. So it could either be visual elements that are artistically impressive, or the idea, or the way an idea is executed or framed. So that's just a complex way of saying style, but it's a very comprehensive way of saying style. Certain approaches to things are impressive. So for example, I have this shape, right? I'm trying to get the shape fairly neutral representation. It's like a very faithful representation of the shape, but I could exaggerate certain things, like how angled this is, right? That's just a little bit on how angled this is. Let's push the envelope a little bit. So now I'm adding like a little bit of flair into the shapes, and you can add a lot, but so do. And then let's get a very, very strong Terminator, like a Terminator to exaggerate the forms. Let's get a little crazy with the hues. Actually, let's get a little bit more crazy with the hues. So the choices to exaggerate certain things can be an element of like they're like artistic choices, and then the way you can carry them out, like the balance, is more like how well do you control it technically. So I want both. Like if I said, oh, I really want, you know, what would be cool, like if I have this idea of like what would be cool, let's add some green here, and if I can make that mesh well, then you know, then it might satisfy a little bit of both. Like how far can I push this? I don't know. Triangle, it's a better representation of saturation versus value. Get a little bit crazy with the colors. Actually, let's do let's do this blue for front facing shadows. That might be too much. Do you ever feel like you draw just to improve instead of for fun? Almost never, because I think improving is fun, so usually. There are some instances where I'm like, oh, I gotta learn this or that or whatever, and then I need to do this exercise in order to learn that, but I don't really enjoy it. Sure, there are times like that, but they're pretty rare. Okay, so let's. Do we want to get crazy with colors? So here's the thing. I kind of want to do some colors, but I don't want to be like the color shouldn't be like shouldn't have any weirdness to it. I don't want it to be like, oh, the color is put there just so that it's, you know, like a gimmick, but it should flow well with the painting itself. Like it should blend into where when they see the painting, they don't think wow, cool colors. They think wow, cool painting, and the color is just there to help that effect. Because I feel like if the first thing you like, if you look at someone's painting or you look at my painting, and there are some paintings that are like that, and you're like, oh, what a cool details or cool colors, then you kind of went too far, and it's like people are circumventing the appreciation of the painting versus, you know, appreciation of like you trying to use these weird colors. It's hard to describe, but basically that's how I feel. Like if I use too much weird colors just for the sake of having the colors there, but I don't care about how they work together enough, then, you know, let me give an example for food, for example. If I had food where, you know, maybe one ingredient is like very rare, or like truffles, or for example, if they eat something, they're like, oh, the truffles taste great, instead of the food tastes great, then, you know, it's just, yeah, the ingredient's great, but not blending it well is, I feel like, is a kind of a, it counts as like a technical failure, maybe an artistic failure, like, if that makes sense. It's a little harsh, but that's kind of where I want to, or what I want to look at when I try to improve my art. So yeah, right now the colors feel like that. So that's why I don't give my students compliments on, like, when we mix colors in oil paintings. Like if they mix a color in isolation, it's never gonna be like, oh wow, what a pretty color. Like that doesn't matter. What matters is how you're gonna use it. Like there's no pretty or ugly color. I mean, yeah, I guess you can have a personal favorite color, but you can have the prettiest color, but if you don't use it right or whatever, it's, yeah, it doesn't matter how much I like pastel pink, right? If I mix that color and don't put it in the right place, then it's as good as having any other color. So right now the color feels like that. That's kind of the problem here. Like sure, I'm using a bunch of different colors, but they don't look like they blend well or mix well with each other. Oh, does he say that? Okay, I haven't read that book. I'm just drawing from experience. I kind of like that. Even though I haven't read these books, I don't really want to read these guidebooks because I want to figure it out myself. But sometimes when I say something, some of my students will be like, "Oh yeah, that's so and so mentioned that you must have referred to that book." I'm like, "Well, great that they say it, right?" But it's just things sometimes we figure it out and we come to the same conclusion. For example, what's a good example? I want to pick like an easy concept. Like if you want something sharp, right, you'll use opposite hues to make something sharp because they have hue contrast versus value or saturation contrast. That concept is pretty important and it's like kind of subtle if you don't do art or if you're like new to it. But I feel like most people would already know. Most professional artists would know this, that if they're writing a book on color theory, they probably put that in. Like, if I were writing a book on color theory, I put that in. So we end up with the same, information or similar information because it's, there are, I don't want to say rules. The way the color works are governed by a little bit by how we see things, and there are similarities to how most human beings see visually. So I think we end up with the same results. Okay, I should focus on drawing more. A little bit. I feel like I'm just brain dead rendering right now. I look like Walter White. I'll read chat once in a while, but focus a little bit on drawing or painting. do art for a living. Would you recommend it? I do art for a living. Would I recommend it? No, not really. Because is it kind of unfair? If you need recommending, then it's probably not for you. It's like selective bias, but that's not true for everybody, but I feel like it would be true for a lot of people. Talk about your music taste. When did your love for classical music? I listen to a lot of genre. And mostly I don't listen to classical music, but I do like it. But yeah, this is not typical of what I listen to. Although I do listen to ambient music quite a bit. But my music taste is all over the place, dude. I'm actually the guy that says I listen to a little bit of everything. Like, it's very hard to surprise me with music types, so. Huh. What the heck? I might not like everything, but I'll listen to it. Yeah. So a little bit on the art as a profession. I don't recommend it because it's not like if you go into it as a like, oh, I want to do this because I want to make money. Most likely you have the wrong mentality to begin with. Not saying it's not achievable, but and I'm not even talking about like, oh, it's impure or something, but it's more like you're going to have a bad time if you think, oh, like drawing is really fun, and if I could just like draw and for money or something, chances are you won't put enough time or practice into it. Because if you think of it as a leisure, and you're like, oh, dude, easy money, or even if it's not easy money, you're like, oh, dude, I could do this all day. But like, can you? I am drawing on monitor tablet, so I reviewed this one recently. You can see it on my channel. Yeah, so in terms of careers, like, if you think you can draw all day, yeah, there's a good chance that, well, maybe not a good chance, but there's a chance that without experiencing it at first, you could end up being able to draw all day. But some people get art blocks, or some people get like demotivated because they are not as good as they want to be, and then you see all these other artists who are really good or stuff like that, and they can draw stuff that you wanted to draw. And then what? Can you still draw all day in those situations? A lot of art is not as fun as we as the finished product makes it seem. It's like if you're just looking at the success stories or like the pieces that turn out really good, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna draw. It's gonna turn into a masterpiece and I'm sell it for $5,000. Yeah, sure. Or like, oh, if people pay me, then I would draw. But if people pays you, they're gonna have a pretty high expectation. It's like in ratio to how much they're giving you. And if you want to make a living out of it, it's like, okay, let's say $50,000 a year. If you're getting paid $50,000 a year, there's going to be a $50,000 worth of expectation that you have to play against. So yes, art might be fun in situations where you don't have to deal with that pressure, and like you may have fond memories of it as a kid. It's like, oh, I get to draw, and it's like I don't have to worry about a thing. Yeah, sure. But can you enjoy it if you have to worry about like these things? Do you get wrist pain from drawing too much? Never, actually. What's the correct mindset for a pro? I don't want to say, oh, there's a single correct mindset for a pro. It's so fun, you can't imagine yourself doing anything else. So there are pros that get into the industry and then they end up not liking art anymore. They draw so much that they've permanently burnt themselves out. But they're good at it, so they can keep drawing, they can keep cranking out like really good stuff every single day. At least to other people's standard. To their own standard, they don't like it anymore. They don't think it's good. They're not inspired by it. So it's kind of a sad thing to see. But is that the wrong mentality? Like work is always gonna suck to a degree. That's why most of work is gonna suck to a degree. That's why it's paid. If it's all passion, then nobody will get paid. That's why some people get paid so little in some art industries, like Japan, for example, because initially, or they can always find new artists that wouldn't mind working for practically free, right? It's like it's the passion, so they kind of abuse that. So the right mindset. I can talk about some mindsets. I don't know about the perfect mindset. The best situation is like you draw whatever you want and people pay a lot of money for it, so you don't really have to sell too much of your work and you don't have to really work. You just draw what you like and then you get paid for it. But generally speaking, that doesn't happen. At least it won't happen all the time. Sometimes you do have that situation, but it's rare. I believe so, yeah. So if you get wrist pain from drawing, either you have a really bad injury or you're holding your pen wrong or you're pressing too hard or your posture is bad. It's one of those things. Yeah, I know this because I have wrist injury. It's not like the worst wrist injury, but even when I basically, it's like, it's not broken. It was broken-ish for a while. I couldn't hold like a 3 pound dumbbell in my hand for maybe a good 3 weeks. I still drew at that time. It was painful, um, but now I've quote unquote recovered from it as much as I could, and I still don't get pain drawing. I don't know, 10 hours at a time. Really, I wouldn't get pain no matter how long I draw, but it's more like I get hungry and sleepy. So yeah, if you're getting pain from drawing, uh, either check your posture or do you really need to be pressing that hard? Because you need like 1 pound of force. That's it, 1 pound of force, and I can do 1 pound of force against the tablet all day, and you know shouldn't be a problem. Wait a second. Is this kind of looking like Ganyu here? Or is that just me? I'm sure you guys see it too. There's no way it's just me, right? It's... No, no, no. You can see if you look really closely. If you look really closely. Why do you think you gravitate towards art? Why do you push yourself to constantly improve? No, I don't mind questions at all. I like questions. Speaking of questions, I actually like interviews. So back when I was looking for a job and stuff, looking for jobs because I was in, working adult. But interviews like my favorite part. So, why do you like gravitate towards art? Oh no, not this one. Hold on. So you can make whatever you want. Like in art, you can draw and you can make whatever you want. So I like crafting stuff, like woodworking and metal stuff, like welding. You can make whatever you want, except it's even lower effort than that because you don't have to like move heavy stuff. That's like the best thing. Why do I constantly want to improve? I think it's fun. It's I don't know how to explain that any other way. I think it's fun. In the beginning, I was like, oh, I want to draw like faces and expressions I want to see. So improving just means like, oh, now I can draw the faces and expressions and stuff that I want to draw, and I can draw it in a way that I want to see it. And that's cool. So that in itself is pretty fun. I don't know, it's I guess I have to say, like, I don't understand why it's not fun for some people. You get to you get to improve at your own pace, and you get to draw really nice looking things. I like nice looking things, and you decide what you want to learn. How could anybody not like that? I guess the process is slow, so you have to learn to keep yourself entertained, which is really difficult for some people. Like, they need external stimulus. Nothing wrong with that, just different people. How do I fix the anxiety when I pick up a stylus? Digital painting scares me. As a student, I can't carry paint anywhere. Ooh. Draw more, I don't know. Start with like simple sketches, so you're not like pressured to create anything specific. I like to see myself get better at the things I already like to do, basically. Yeah, kind of. So sometimes I'm reading Twitch chat, sometimes I'm reading YouTube chat, so if you guys don't see what I'm reading, that's why. Ooh, sometimes I saw you combine all your layers into one, make a duplicate, and then of that layer and then draw on it. What's your reason? Oh, it's kind of like saving. It's a version control. Kind of like version controls. Merge right now. I don't really need the floor there right now. TS reference, what? Oh, yeah, version controls, yeah. the question is, when do I turn this into Ganyu? More like show the Ganyu that's in the sculpture, because it's there. I know it's there. I can see it right now. I'm surprised some of you can't see it. It's right there. It's so obvious. Come on. Once I start like circling it out, you'll see like it's been there the entire time, kind of like staring at you. It's obvious. You hit yourself on the head, be like, oh, why didn't I see that before? Because it's always been there. What? Because Ganyu is the best. What do you mean? Why? Now you're just not making any sense. Let me just simplify some of these forms. I think I should move it down a little bit. Like, oops. Like this, that's a little bit more Ganyu, right? Okay. Do I like Wallop's stuff? Opinion. I didn't read the thing that he has. The comic. I like how he visually builds his stuff. Okay. Look. So, see, that's practically Ganyu, right? Look. Look. Sergio Topi, no. Like I said, I'm bad with names. If we do this, if we do that. There are some guidelines, but that would take a while to discuss. Okay. If we do that. It's practically Ganyu, dude. It's pretty much done, really. Surprised you guys don't see it. It's actually the same picture, yeah. Okay, check this out. Check this out. All right, so for those of you who still don't get it, you know, this picture has never existed on the internet before. Like giving a Hoge. See? What did I say? What did I say? Exactly. Can't believe you guys did not see it. Go. Do you ever go to art? Yeah, I do go to Artist Alley. So the next one I'll be at is New York. Yeah, that should teach you not to doubt me about Ganyu. Telling you, it's there. It's been there the whole time. Look, so this right here, it's actually Ganyu's hair. See, the statue already has short nose. It's like anime proportions already. I don't even have to do anything. It's the same. It's the same. This is basically anime. See this line? This line right here? You thought it was like a face wrinkle or something? It's actually the Ganyu's hair. This is just a shadow. Just have to give him like a, you know, like a shave, like a Gillette Pro Glide or something. Not a big deal. Well, hello. Wait, you thought this was the beard? you in Jake? Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Jake's server. Ganyu looks kind of angry. She's kind of angry because you guys didn't see Ganyu in the first 5 seconds. That this part's not doing me any favors. So let me smooth it out. Who's your favorite artist? I start respecting Van Gogh. Something else. Monet, I think. Old timer. Speaking of old timers, probably Monet. And then current day, there's a few. I can't really pick one. It's difficult. Dude, I'm telling you, Ganyu has always. She's been there since like the first 2 seconds. Can't believe you guys didn't see it. It was so obvious too. How do you guys not see it? I know, maybe you guys are just trying to rage bait me. Maybe you guys probably all saw it. Just trying to rage bait me. So obviously, I'm sure nobody actually didn't see it. Like everybody saw it. Maple Story, yeah, it is Maple Story. How often do you stream? That's one of my base searching. It puts people to sleep, so I've heard. I stream irregularly. Right now, I'm streaming a bit often, but yeah. Artoria Saber. Actually, kind of a little bit. Piano. I don't play piano, unfortunately. Other artists with similar art styles. Night Tide. I think maybe that counts a similar style. I guess there's a lot of similarity in terms of like we both like drawing Kanyus, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Your time zone, it's midnight right now. Light source is like 65, 70 degree to top left. towards viewer, I think. Just mostly talking to myself because I need to figure out how to shade the hair. So this part would actually be a little bit shaded. Give her a longer horn. Actually, the horn angle here is pretty canon. But yeah, it is. Actually, no, it's not even that. It's not even exaggerated. Pretty true to size. Here, a little bigger. The pointy ears on Ganyu is canon for me. I shouldn't even have to say for me, it's just canon. So Wait, which artist you can't find? You'd be open to teach sometime in the future. Yeah, well, I mean, I teach now, so yes. Or rather, I do teach now, but I'm taking a break. A little break. Okay, the shapes themselves are not clear enough. It's a skill issue. Oh, it's more of a subject thing. I don't know if that's close enough, but there's some similarities, but not, you wouldn't mistaken one for another, I guess. Hey, I'm missing something in this painting. It's like it's not quite as crunchy and smooth form. So, like, I suck at using words to describe these things, but oops. Statues are great exercise for value studies, but some people find it really boring, so if you find it really boring, then don't do too many of them. One trick is if you find an artist you like, see who they follow, because that's who they're looking at and influencing their work. And I specifically tailor my follows to things I want to learn mostly. So that's a good place to look. How do you make your hair look not blocky? What do you mean by blocky? What gave you the idea? Um, I don't know, actually. There was no direct inspiration. I just thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool? And then I tried it out. It turned out it is kind of cool, but also very painful. Do not recommend. Yeah, I like Dino's work. Tino's work. Always get it wrong, but of course. Talked to them a few times. Well, you have to find out what makes something look like it flows. I know it sounds stupid when I put it like that, but like what makes you think something look like it flows? And try to isolate the element. "60-day challenge." Well, I mean, I will be teaching. Sometimes I'm busy, so maybe I can't do it. If I have uninterrupted 60 days, then sure. But it's not really a challenge as much as it is just normal. I draw every day I'm available to draw, so it's not really. Yeah, I feel like there's not gonna be an issue. Most days I draw, so. His output is high, yeah. I think even amongst professionals, as far as I know, it's pretty high. I would say my output is fairly high as well. I feel like most people would burn out at that pace. Most artists would burn out at that pace. And not in-house though. In-house artists, they're drilled on the grind. For 60 days, I think it's okay. But I'm talking like most artists that you see on social media, like influencers and stuff, because it's just that's a high output. That's all I can say. Now, most professional artists, in-house especially, they wouldn't do it because, you know, they have like they get paid to do that. So if you're not paying them, then they probably won't try to allocate that much time. Now, it's a cool challenge. It's a cool challenge. So maybe some people would do it just for the sake of the challenge, but yeah, it's not. The output is for people that's worked as an artist, the output is not too bad. Oh man, Stagey, thanks for the donation. Should we play? I need to start saving these vlogs as VODs. I mean, will you ever try out a different style? What do you mean different style? Do you play an instrument now? Like mine does not flow. Oh yes, I answered that a little bit. Unfortunately, there's no direct answer for that. Will you ever try out? When you say you teach, do you go to an art school as a teacher? I run my own workshop and I teach, and I also teach. I taught. Yeah, the class is done, but I taught at Underpaint Academy. I will try to stream them. Man, this painting is looking kind of weak. Like it's looking indecisive. Physical work, yeah, physical workshop. I did paint a mural. It was took too long. It was an interesting experience. Like it was fun, but It wasn't fun the entire time. That's the problem. At some point, it's just like, okay, there's a lot of real estate that I need to put paint on, and it's work. Right? Any day challenge. It's quite a few days. I don't feel like I need to do too much bark practice at this point. It'll still probably benefit if I did a little bit once in a while, but um, no big improvement to be gained there. Oh, there's an interesting piece of shadow here. So right here, it's gonna hit light. And then right here is gonna be shadow of the chin, I think. That's really interesting to me. Then we can have the opportunity to clarify some shapes, like right there. Oops. An artist that you look up to. Yeah, I mean, pretty much who I'm following for artists. The same people I want to learn from, like just looking at their art, the technique. Yeah. Oh, welcome to the stream. I don't. I guess I don't talk that much during stream because not as much as the typical VTuber or something. Because I'm just drawing. What age would you say you really started to lock in for art and in life? Those are two very different questions. I don't know about locking in for in life, but in art, let's just say maybe 6 years ago. Let's say around there. I'm more serious from about 6 years ago. So I say for someone to have the technical aspects I have, technical skills, it takes maybe 6 years of studying, or like studying the right things. But honestly, it's not really that realistic because you won't spend your entire time studying the right things, most likely, especially without like constant guidance, probably. 'Pre-sketch for gouache. I don't do pre-sketch for gouache, but I recommend pre-sketch for any traditional painting methods if you're not used to sketching with paint. But yeah, it depends. Depends on the artist. Three hours of daily of drawing will improve my anatomy or better more. I am like 3 out of 10 in anatomy. Oh man, 3 hours is quite a long time to like study if that's what you mean. You don't really need that much, especially in like beginning. Will it improve? Yeah, it will improve. But it also depends on like what and how are you studying. Not just like, okay, like I'm gonna put 3 hours in and then that's it. It really also depends on the way you study, what you're studying. Not just like, okay, anatomy, like how are you studying anatomy, stuff like that. So again, no direct answers because it's practically impossible to answer these without looking at people's work. And at that point it's like, yeah, sure, the mentorships, right? Kind of absorbing if doodling counts them more. 3 hours of absorbing comment is a lot of time. Just saying, it's quite a bit of time to be absorbing. And like you also have to say like how much time can you really spend to apply those things you learn from your 3 hours of absorption. So don't try to rush it, is what I mean. This music is so nostalgic. It's Lower Lubridium, I think. Passage of Time. Is it? GMS 2028 Lower Ludi. How do you get less dependent on reference? Understand how structures work, how light work. Renovation is almost done. The bathroom itself is done, but still other works to work on, unfortunately. It's never ending. Yeah, I wonder if anybody here is old enough to play OG MapleStory before the Big Bang patch. It's a long time ago. I'm a little bit slow right now. Kind of on purpose. What age would you say? Wait, hold on. I just read that. What changed 6 years ago compared to before that time? Okay, so a little bit of story time. So when I first started, 17-ish years ago, I've said this, I wanted to be like, anime is the greatest, it's still peak art, and I wanted to work in animation industries. So what I would do is I would just draw anime looking things, but really that doesn't get you too far, at least back then, because there's not much resources, and we didn't really merge anime with like fine arts and stuff. It's a kind of a late recent development that semi-realism got big with anime, because anime got more mainstream. So when you drew anime back then, it was more like you didn't make the connection of like lighting and stuff. That wasn't a big thing. We still consider lighting, but not in a way that a fine arts student would. So yeah, and I wanted to do semi-realism even back then, but there was no resources, so kind of screwed there. But then for 10 years I practiced. I went into like Western painting styles, but for 10 years I practiced and I got nowhere, right? So I decided, I was like, okay, maybe I want to really give the art thing a try. Like I want to like I just try harder at it, because I know there are people who tried really hard at it, and it's like a hard subject to be good at. So if I don't give a really good effort, then I'm probably gonna be like not drawing the stuff I want to see for the rest of my life. So I didn't want that, and I was like, okay, maybe I should take it more serious. More serious as in like I just like try as hard as I can. Not even just time, but what I studied or like my mentality on art. So that's how it started. So then I went to the basics after 10 years. After 10 years of drawing, I went back to the basics. I was like, okay, let me do it from step one. I'll just do like values for 2-3 years. March Hotel was fun. It was fun. But I was busy, so I'm probably not gonna do that much again. So anyway, 2 to 3 years of just black and white drawings, statues. I got fairly decent at it. I'm going back to it again, like fundamentals, and the goal here is a little different. I won't spend any time discussing it, but yeah, that's why I got a little bit more serious. Because I'm like, I'm never gonna get to where I want to get to if I just like kept messing around. Like it's okay not to improve if you just wanted to, you know, it's a hobby thing. It's pastime. You don't have to improve. Kind of like, you know, you have people who play sports and then people who watch sport. They're perfectly fine watching sport and cheering for their favorite team. But then, if you wanted to be a sports player, then you know you have to practice and all that. So I had to decide between like, okay, like do I want this as like how serious do I want to get in this? And I want to be as serious as the people I looked up to. So you where you want to be in. Oh, not even close. Not even close. But at least I see I'm maybe on the right path. Hopefully, I'm on the right path. I do see some paintings that I like when I paint, I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. So yeah, hopefully I'm on the right direction. We'll never know. Yeah, that's why I wanted to be more serious, because I'm thinking like, okay, all these professional artists back then, you know, they're spending a lot of time doing studies and they have mentors and stuff, and I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have money to even consider one. So I was like, okay, whatever information is out there, I can use it, because the technical aspect, right? Anybody can figure out, learn. The information is already out there. So what I need was self-directed learning. Like if I can teach myself and use the information that I have available on the internet. So there was less information back then, but I knew it was like enough that I could probably get to where I want to get to. The problem was like, do I have the discipline to do it? And yeah. And I was like, I bet I do. Because I like drawing. I like painting a lot. So if I just like it a lot, then I would put enough time in it and long enough that eventually I would get to where I want to be. The shower project is a success, yes. Reasoning behind my nickname. I like rain. I like rain a lot. So it just means rain. Big rain. Lots of rain. Latin root. I liked value studies, and no, it was not boring. Yeah, right, value. I don't know. Maybe it's easier for you, but it's about the same, maybe a little harder in real life for me. If it's easier for you, that's great. I feel like it shouldn't be that much difference overall, getting the right values. In comparison to digital, I mean. It's still difficult, but you speak some Latin? No, I don't speak it. I do not speak Latin. Does anybody speak Latin? I think it's a dead language, no? Oh, Roman languages. No, I don't. There's still class for it so people can speak. Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess. But we will never know if it was spoken the way it was. I mean, you can have all the grammatical rules, but I think without the culture and the colloquialism, you won't truly speak Latin. Yeah, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Romance languages. Yeah, I don't speak any of them. I'm having a hard time predicting how the light will work in this hair situation. It's kind of a complicated situation. Also kind of want the hair to be a similar style, so like it's like and not just draw the hair, but in black and white. Like the way it is carved, it would be like sticking part of it will be sticking to the face, and then it will be rounded off. Like, it's hard. Let's do a cylinder and see where the light cutoff would be. Hmm. Gotcha Genshin, no, I don't. I used to play Arc Knights, not anymore. And I don't play Genshin. Yeah, I know. The economy is not great right now. I tell people who can't afford my classes, I'm like, you can still learn the same material, right? Like all the information is out there. It just takes time to filter through them, unfortunately. So the last thing, it's really there to just save time curating the information. It's not like you can't get there. Double fixing the lights. Yeah, I mean, think about it. I like Ganyu. Genshin is not, it's not Ganyu Impact, right? So there's other things in Genshin that isn't Ganyu, which dilutes your time. So if someone likes Ganyu, right, they shouldn't be playing Genshin Impact because there's all these other stuff in there that isn't Ganyu. So why would you play? See, this is why I'm never getting a Genshin oh man collab with MiHoYo. It's whatever. And Should be darker in here. Actually, hold on. This part won't receive bounce light because it's being blocked by this piece of hair here. And down here, I think what happens is it's gonna be really, really dark. Actually, yes. That's just a single player game. It's not a gacha. Or a single art. It's more traditional RPG, right? I work with precision. I don't. Do I? Follow me on IG, but I don't know. Sometimes I stream, yeah. That's painting changed. I mean, it's always been Ganyu. The dude was just a work in progress of Ganyu, so. It's always meant to be this. One is a little bit too thick here, I think. Oops. You know, I always drawn the horn as like a cone. So it's a roundish shape. So maybe I want to draw it like slightly angled shapes, like blackout, like how I draw my original character. Let's try that. So it's kind of like Lucia's horns, but not exactly. So maybe I introduce a twist here. So this part would be more flat. A little bit more flat. Actually, this part would be pretty dark. This part would be pretty dark, I think. Oh, hi. And then each ridge would have higher bounce light and then lower bounce light on this side. Like that. I think that's a cooler thing. Like, sure, the cylinder form is good, but I think this will look cooler. Do you use one brush on all of this? Maybe like 2 brushes, 2 or 3 brushes so far. Okay, so let's cut this one really sharp. This will be this way. I don't want the ridges to be too strong, because then it turns into someone else. But I want some of the ridges. Here, and then if we just add some like the spikiness of the ridge, we can get a more interesting shape. This is actually game music from Maple Story, but not. I mean, I guess it's classical at this point. Ooh, that's pretty crunchy. As I was saying, the art is not crunchy enough. Now maybe this will help a little bit. The presentation is classic. Okay, I'll give it that. Oops. We didn't seem enough form-wise. roads lead to favorite character, yeah. Specific question, what's a good beginner brush? Round brush. Also, what is a good advanced brush? Also a round brush. It's 1 a.m. for me as well. Oh man. I might end the stream soon because I don't know how much more I will push this painting. It's not about rendering. It's more like making it feel right. And I'll be at the point where it's like, okay, like if I keep rendering it, I'll just end up over rendering, and there's no point in doing that. So This is like one of those issues with running out of skill points. It's like, sure, I can keep working on this for hours, but doesn't mean I'll make the painting better. You go to artist conventions. I'm thinking of going to Lightbox this year, but it's expensive and I'm not tabling there. I I am going to New York City, Anime New York City, yeah, this year. I also went to AX last year, but I did not get in this year. Like they rejected my application, so I will not be there this year. Would you consider yourself to be a professional? Yes, I would, because I make money from it. It's the definition. No, it's always been Ganyu. You just weren't looking closely enough. Sometimes you have to look close. How do you deal with indecisiveness when it comes to picking colors, or just there's intuitive color choices, and then there are choices that are less intuitive, like more logical. Color theory, lighting, form, stuff like that, all affect color choices. Now, if we're gonna talk about it, then we will be here all day, so. No, it was Ganyu the whole time, actually. I don't know, maybe you were mistaking it for a different stream. Do you have multiple brushes? I have like two brushes or three with my name on it, yeah. Yeah, it must just be getting late, so I think you're just misremembering things, but it's always been Ganyu. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. I don't stream that rarely. There was a period of time I didn't stream for a while, but I've been streaming kind of lately. It's because the algorithm hates me. That's what. No, I don't really push my stream any other way besides, I put it on Discord, I didn't even put it on the Instagram this time. And if you put links on Twitter, like they pretty much shadow bans that post. They don't want you to go anywhere else. So the Twitter post is pretty much useless. So I don't really post it there anyway, so like links, any links. Yeah, I have a Discord server, yes. I try to be somewhat active in there, but I get busy sometimes. Try to work with color a little bit. Did you get super comfortable with sketches that you don't need Sketch? I've always, for a really long time I did just painting, no sketch. I don't like sketching. that before my painting, I mean. I like starting loosely, and it helps keep the painting loose as well. I don't like it when it's too like tight of a painting. It feels suffocating. At least when I do, I feel suffocating. This already feels a little too tight, which I don't love. I'm gonna just start erasing some stuff that I don't like. Have you come from paint? No, I did digital first. How long has it been since you started like this painting, or like the entire time like that I've painted in my life? Try not sketching recently. It does feel more comfortable. Yeah, for some people it feels more comfortable. For some people it gives them like a nervous breakdown. So I don't go preaching this method because it doesn't work for everybody. Some people need the structure, like the pre-sketch, the pre-painting structure. But I recommend trying it so that you know whether you like it or not. Because sometimes you never know, you know? Wait a second. It would be cool if wait, hold on. It'd be cool if like part of the hair goes out this way, right? Like this way. And then it catches some light. And this part catches some. Well, it wouldn't catch shadow over here. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I like the sculpting description. Wait a second. I kind of want this to float down a little. So it feels like it goes together. I don't want it to be too much separation. maybe it goes over here a little bit. Almost a little too much, but I wanted test the idea. I'll keep it. What do you mean? It's just Discord. I don't control how Discord looks. Okay, we have the 2-layered hair, which I wanted. So that's good. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. That's pretty much mostly it's in our community. Many artists there. But there are people who just want to be there and they don't draw, but they like art. So they're more of an observer. I feel like there needs to be like more volume here. Let's just make this a bit more. Actually, not too much. This one, and then let's push. Let's push this one. And take out some of the harshness. Thanks. Glad you like the art. Oh, there's the eye socket has some features that I really wanted to highlight, but I over-rendered it to the point where it's not there anymore. So I'm gonna put them back in because if I don't, it defeats the purpose. Hmm. Definitely over-renders a little bit here. Define smaller shapes. Definition and rendering is more like fundamentals of form. So if you just study form and like you get a really good grasp on form, then there would be less of that problem. Yeah, knowing what not to render is as important as rendering itself. Rendering is more technical. Knowing what not to render is more artistic choice. And to be honest, I feel like knowing where not to render is more difficult. This looks cool. This part, like a little bit of gold. This gives such a strong silhouette. just like a tiny bit of gold. To the point I think I can blur this up and it will still look good. This whole thing is unnecessary. And then I just add like a few dots, like really, maybe here. So just add this, then I can take this whole thing out. Right? I think I can take this whole thing out. I don't need it. In fact, I think I can take this whole thing out. Like this part. Well, why is it like doing a weird thing? It's a new Huion software, I think. I didn't notice this before. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I need a little bit. Oh, a second. Do that. And then I don't need this over here. I feel like this part is too sharp. Or maybe it's not too sharp. It's more like it's, well, it's like boring somehow. I don't know why. I think that's something. What if I did? Actually, yeah, it's a little bit of that. Maintaining only the stuff I need. This part, I feel like the same thing here. Ooh, that's a little bit more interesting. That's a little bit more interesting. This shape is ugly. I think that's better. I think that's better. Okay, so these shapes right here are ugly. So maybe I need to... I need to figure out a way to group them. Probably stuck. Went too far in some areas, not far enough in other areas. balance is a little bit off. Like this part. I think that would fix it. Okay, that looks a little bit more pleasant. A little bit more pleasant. Okay. That's it for now. I will probably end the stream here for today. Yeah, thanks for joining. If anybody is still awake. When will I stream again? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe Friday night? I'm not sure. Maybe Friday night. We'll see.